One of the best things you can do for your self esteem is detach your ego from labels of things that you do or do for work or practice or are good at. I think a lot of people who dedicated a lot of their life to a sport or a craft, and who maybe do it professionally or don't, I think both can have the experience of you are a lot more than your job. You are a lot more than that thing that you do all the time, and allowing yourself to not be just that can help you find other avenues of self-expression. So I grew up as a dancer, super thought I was only ever going to be a dancer, dreamt of getting all of my fulfillment from that, and I got a lot of fulfillment from that, but I didn't just classify myself as that because I knew I had some stuff to talk about, and I allowed myself to explore that. And that's also why you'll never catch me calling myself an influencer. I do tend to call myself a content creator when people want to label for things, but I really don't care. I really have said a few times that I'm just some bitch who makes videos. I genuinely just do it because I want to do it. And when it comes up in real life, like I had a situation where someone was like, oh, I know you from somewhere. And then eventually they found out that it was TikTok, and they were like, why didn't you just tell me? Like, that's your power, stand in it. It's not really what I consider my power. I don't really put my identity all into any of the things that I do. I have a lot of legs on this chair that is my life. I have a lot of things that I do. I have a lot of different hands in different pots of things that I do even for work. And taking my identity out of all of them is what allows me to have reasonably high self-esteem. Because when my identity was so attached to dance, yes, I felt so good when things went well, but when things did not go well, and it could have been because it was a typecast and I wasn't the part that they were looking for, or whatever it could have been, that is your whole world, and then you are nothing. And then I also wasn't really allowed to speak up about things the way I wanted to, and in order to keep that identity the way people were saying I needed to, I had to cut off this part of myself. There's times that I've modeled for brands that I wanted to model for, but if I considered myself a model, I would be a failure because I barely modeled this year. I am a dancer, I am a choreographer. I only choreograph professionally, stuff that I really want to from my heart and soul on professional dancers some of the time. So if I considered myself a choreographer and really validated my identity through, oh, I only want to be known as a choreographer and I want people to know me as a choreographer, there's times where I'd be fulfilled, there's times where I'd be disappointed. Same thing for content creator. It's a trap, I think, to feel that you need that. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking shit. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I personally think it's good to detach in that way sometimes. And I did have a teacher one time that said, if you let yourself forget who you are, you find, I don't know how she said it. She said it really eloquently, but she basically said, when you don't label yourself, you get to become a lot of different things as if it's your specialty, and then you kind of embody that and end up doing a lot better than you would if you had self-defined. I don't know. I'm not explaining this very well, but do you kind of know what I'm saying?